All right, let's get right into it. We've all been there, right? You ask your AI coding assistant for some help, and it spits out code that looks, well, perfect. But then you run it, and everything just breaks. Today, we're going to talk about AI's perfect mistakes and how your knowledge, your knowledge, is the key to turning that chaos into actual progress.
And really, it all comes down to this single, powerful idea. AI doesn't ask why, it only executes how. It's a master of execution, a technical wizard, but it has absolutely no clue about your intent. And that right there is the fundamental problem we have to solve.
You know, the best way to think about your AI is like a brilliant intern. Seriously, it's unbelievably fast, it's technically sharp as a tack, but it has zero context. It doesn't know your business, your legacy code, or your long-term goals. And that lack of context, that's where things get dangerous.
So let's jump into our first section and see what this looks like in the real world. This is when perfect code causes chaos.
Okay, picture this. You give your AI what seems like a totally reasonable request. Refactor on API to the latest OAuth 2.1 standard. I mean, that sounds like a perfect job for an AI, doesn't it? It's a clear, technical, by-the-book task.
And this is where the wires get totally crossed. The AI just sees a simple technical job. But what's it missing? Oh, just the 10 legacy systems that are going to freak out, the absolute need for backward compatibility, and all the third-party integrations that are about to snap. And the result of that perfect implementation? A catastrophic business-wide system failure. Your CRM goes down, the mobile apps crash, partner APIs break. The technically perfect solution created a complete and utter business disaster.
All right, let's try another one. A classic. You ask your AI to optimize product query performance by adding a cache. Again, this seems like a no-brainer. It's Performance Optimization 101.
But just like before, the AI is wearing blinders. All it sees is performance problem, solution, caching. It has no idea that you have real-time pricing that can't be even a second out of date, or that your servers are already pushed to their memory limits.
So what happens? The AI's optimized solution leads to your servers crashing from running out of memory. And maybe even worse, you've got angry customers calling in because they're seeing last week's prices. The fix was way worse than the original problem. So what is going on here? Why does this keep happening? Let's move on to Section 2 and break down the secret weapon you already have, the 3 layers of your knowledge.
See, the knowledge you bring to the table isn't just one big blob of information. It's actually split into 3 distinct and super important layers. Your foundational concepts, your grasp of the system architecture, and of course, your domain experience.
This chart really nails it. Your foundational knowledge, data structures, algorithms, that's what lets you look at the AI's code and say, that doesn't feel right. Your architectural knowledge prevents the AI from building a beautiful component that completely ignores all your system's constraints. And finally, your domain experience. That's what makes sure the final product actually solves a real business problem. You need all 3.
I mean, think about it like this. When you say optimize performance, does your AI have any clue if you're talking about making one user's experience faster, handling more users at once, or just using less memory? You know the difference is huge. The AI doesn't. That's architectural knowledge.
Or how about this? Does your AI know why your payment system has to have 99.9% uptime, but the internal analytics dashboard can just be best effort? Nope. That's pure domain knowledge, understanding the business risks and priorities that drive every single technical decision.
Okay, so we understand the problem. Now let's get into the solution. In Section 3, we're going to learn how to diagnose AI errors in minutes. This is such a great practical framework. It's called the 3-minute diagnostic. Step 1, in just 30 seconds, figure out what kind of error this is. Is it foundational, architectural, or domain-related? Step 2, spend 2 minutes applying the right fix. Maybe explain a concept, add a constraint, or give it some business context. And finally, Step 3, relocate your role. And that last step is a total game changer. Your role needs to change depending on the problem. If it's a foundational mistake, the AI becomes your teacher. If it's architectural, you are the architect and the AI is your tool. But if it's a domain problem, you are the decision maker, and the AI is just a consultant giving you ideas. This mental shift is incredibly powerful. Now, diagnosing errors is great, but you know what's even better? Preventing them from ever happening in the first place. So let's move to Section 4 and check out the anti-mistake prompt template.
Here it is. This is how you give your brilliant intern some guardrails. Instead of just barking a command, you give it structured context. You start with the why. What's the business goal? You give it the context of the systems it'll touch. You list the hard constraints. You define the criteria for success. And, so important, you tell it what to avoid.
And if you only remember one thing about prompting, please let it be this. 5 minutes writing clear constraints is better than 1 hour of rework. Seriously, a little bit of thinking upfront saves you so much pain and suffering later on.
So let's bring it all home. In our final section, we're going to lay out your new AI collaboration formula. I absolutely love this metaphor because it's just so perfect. Without your knowledge, the AI is a ship without a rudder. It has all the power in the world to move forward, but absolutely no direction. You are the rudder.
And that brings us to the final equation. Success with AI isn't about the AI replacing you. It's about your knowledge, plus the clear constraints you provide, plus your ability to set the right role for the right task. That is the formula for a true partnership.
So I'll leave you with one final question to think about the next time you open up your coding assistant. Right now, based on how you use it, is your AI a real partner, or is it just a really fast way to make perfect mistakes? The choice and the power is all yours.